Kit Kats Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. This is actually the first time that I have ever participated in a Biannual Bibliothon. That's a really hard word to say, super fast, but it sort of clashes at the same time as the booktubeathon, so I thought, you know, why not try and merge these readathons together, and hopefully that will persuade me more to get some more reading done. So without further ado, here's my TBR, which is going to go towards the challenges of this readathon. So the first challenge of the Biannual Bibliothon this summer is to read the group book, which is Flame in the Mist by Renee Adieh, and this is the author of The Wrath and the Dawn, which I do own and I haven't read, but I've had absolutely fantastic things about. But I believe this is like a fresh new story. I think it's like a Mulan sort of a retelling, so I'm really excited to read this, and I feel like it's going to be really amazing to read this and share thoughts with everybody else. The next challenge is to read a book from the genre of any of the hosts, and so we have Kassie, her favourite genre is magical realism, Kaz is historical fiction, Brittni is high or epic fantasy, Emma is diverse books, Kelly is dystopian and sci-fi, Red is paranormal, and Momo is urban fantasy. So for this one I went for the paranormal, and I went for The Beautiful and the Cursed by Paige Morgan, which is the first book that is in this trilogy, and it's got gargoyles in it, so it's kind of paranormal-esque, and as it's on my July TBR, it was perfect to fit this in towards the readathon. The next challenge is to read a book that has or is still banned, and I looked on the list and I actually discovered that Just One Day by Gail Forman is a banned book. Don't really know why, but it's on my massive TBR in my book cupboard, so it was perfect to get this book out. I was like, you know, if it's a banned book, then so be it. The next challenge is to read a throwback challenge, so there is a link that I will leave down below in the description, and that's a link to all of the previous challenges that the Biannual Bibliothon has done. And so I went towards the cover sort of challenge where you read a book purely because of the cover, and this is going towards Jennifer Lemon's Happiness Index by Julie Israel, and I'll be reading this for the booktubeathon, so it's perfect to get this slotted in as well. And just look at the cover, it's absolutely beautiful, and it was the first book that I thought about when this challenge came to mind. Then it is to read and watch a book to movie or book to TV adaptation, so I decided to choose City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I've already read this book, so this is going to be a complete reread, and I just had a massive urge to start rewatching the first series of Shadowhunters, as I absolutely love the TV show, and so therefore I think it's going to be great to actually reread this and then to watch Shadowhunters, because I haven't actually read this in quite a long time, and so I would definitely love to read it again. I remember loving it the first time around. The next challenge is to read a book that you've seen other than BookTube, and so this one I went with 50 Shades Darker by A.R. James, which I saw around before BookTube, before I joined BookTube, and so I'm currently in the middle of the second book, and so it would be great to read this during the readathon. And the last challenge is to read a book that is from the LGBTQIA plus sort of genre, and I went for If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, which is also on my July TBR, so it would be great to get this read and completed during this readathon as well, and I'm super excited to pick this up too. So there you have it guys, that is my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. I am super excited to get around to reading these. Obviously it would be a miracle if I got all of them read, but at least if I could read a couple of them it would be fantastic. Do let me know if you are participating in the Biannual Bibliothon. I believe it starts on the 23rd and it runs all the way to the 30th of July, so pretty much like the last week of July. Get all your summer reading getting in there, but yeah. And let me know your TBRs if so. Let me know if you've read any of these books that I have chosen. But thank you very much for watching my video as always. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!